Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 8 of Series of Dwarf, the fortress that will be the mountain home. I still don't know why we're being invaded by lungfish that obviously can phase shift into our fortress, but that is not the main deal of today's episode. I just wanted to mention that it starts to freak me out that we have these corpses everywhere. But today it is more about those migrants. We have new people arriving at our fortress, and it will be a glorious day as this marks the expansion phase of Firemind. We have successfully cleaved our way into the mountains here. It's been a long trip, and a lot of people are arriving now. So let's take a look at the new arrivals. I can see here one legendary armor smith. Who wouldn't like that? He is also one of those people that's been around for a really long time. Spring 111, that's 120, that's 26 years in already. We got a kiddo that came from the last fortress. Alright. Turns out it's his kid here. She is his kid. Okay, so let's check out who's coming next. Cuddle Paintfaith. Isn't that the mother of that one? Yep. So we have a young family arriving. A young family of legendary smiths. Oh, what could go possibly wrong here? Another kid. And interestingly enough, this kid is from a different mother who is not arriving here. Who would have thought? Spring 120. Hanging around in my fortress already quite some time, 18 years old. I wonder how one day will grow adult, actually. Here goes another dwarven child, and it's another child of these two, so we have an entire family arriving here. We got this young man here, the Creed of Tweeting, the Petals of Luck, Quiescent Hall, Uncertain Paint. That guy's also around for a long time here. Girl, sorry. Who's next? Melville Gaticho. Alright, what a name. So, another long timer. 121, he joined our ranks. 110, so yeah, this place here is crawling with legends of the previous seasons. Another legendary stonecrafter is arriving. Winter 116. Lore Ralgamath. Okay. What do we have here? Another legendary armor. Boy, oh boy. This place will have no problem with providing really amazing gear. Alright, here's another one from the year 113. Looks like we have a lot of Tholtics here that I didn't really notice. Turns out it was always the same people around me. So, another kiddo. Another stonecutter. Oh well, these are getting newer. Jeez, does that ever stop? We're already at 40 people. And that's why I have prepared so many rooms. A legendary thresher, okay. Here we got some random person. Okay. 42 people and counting. Another peasant. Yeah, they're all from previous fortresses. Oh, a mining dwarf. Welcome, Bamboo. Legendary armorsmith. We'll have so much OP gear in this run. Jeez. This one is a legit new arrival. Who would have thought? Zon Sling Standard. Yeah. He's wait a sec, the coincidental tombs. That's this place, isn't it? So, well, alright. He's only coded to be from there. He's not been around. You always can see it in their memories. Jeez, when does that ever stop? We've been at 25 or so. It's crazy. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, that's what I somewhat expected. Oh boy, another good doctor. I am not too surprised by the fact that we see now so many people all at once. The big problem that I see is we are now attackable. If you manage to get past 50 jurists, you are officially raidable. Okay, and there comes the animal flock. Oof, some migrants have arrived. Now that's the understatement of the year. Okay, well, let's manage that. I also enabled auto butchering now. It's been legit only one click. You just need to go into DFHack, get into auto butcher, GUI auto butcher, press enter, and then you just start auto butcher, and that's that. It's on now. That is not a wise idea, my man. Although the mountain goat is pretty deado, but stop doing hunting without me approving it, you fool. It does have quite a comical look, though, having this guy going that crazy. We'll see how that'll play out. Okay, turns out that my command being no longer a hunter might have procced on him. Okay, so what do we do next? I'm really a little bit concerned about the future of the fortress, but at the same time, we are now really well geared up when it comes down to our mining personnel. That's one advantage. But the real problem that I see, I don't feel we got enough cage traps to fend off whatever might enter our fortress. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to have bridges that allow me to lock myself into this place if necessary. Because I really feel not safe with this current setup. The easy thing, though, is we can just raise the drawbridges and stay in there for an indefinite amount of time until we got our metal and or military trained. No problem. That should be really no problem. But I feel a lot better about the situation as soon as we have that done. So we'll put that emergency lever into the tavern, as there will be always somebody around there. You know the dwarves can't leave their fingers off their booze. I mean, the good part about this is that we got really a huge workforce now. We can do so much that we weren't able to do before. Alright, so let's link these together, both bridges at once. So we are at least capable of flicking a switch, and then nobody is able to enter. I mean, nobody is able to leave anymore either, but yeah, it's better than being overrun by filthy gobs only because we are not ready yet. Speaking about ready, let's see. All of a sudden, my prepared bedrooms feel a little bit low. I did prepare another quarter over here, as you see, and we're going to go downstairs now to our mining efforts. I really want to know what has become of this. So far, I have had only a designation that we've struck some pretty meaningless gemstone. Damn it. This is really something problematic to me. So, Vutok, the bookkeeper, also Fisher, living the dangerous life. So, I have disabled the hunters. Good. Hunters are effectively useless if you don't create new crossbow bolts every now and then, as they will be unable to do anything without new bolts. So yeah, I will not do this anytime too soon again, having such big slabs marked. As you see, they're just doing nonsense. Alright, one of my miners is acting secretively. Alright. I highly disapprove it being a miner who's doing that, but what can we do? So it looks like the one little bit of iron that we got here was all that has been available here. It also strikes me that I'm not quite sure if it wasn't microcline hosting that stuff. And so we should definitely dig our way over there. So we are going to cancel this futile operation, as it still stands that our expedition leader still wants more iron from us. And without iron, we won't be able to found a proper military. I mean, there is one silver lining in all that. Since we got so many legendary dwarves, if we would get our hands only on copper, they would be able to work with that as well. Copper is inferior to the harder metals, yes, but in the hands of a legendary fighter, well, many things can turn into a lethal weapon. Alright. So, it's kind of a last-ditch effort. Oh, cool. He did that thing by himself. So, let's take a quick look at Thikud. He must be one of the new arrivals. He is a relatively new face to our faction, as he was only 2 years with the Dwarves of Cook-Ross before he moved over. I guess he was one of the people that just came when the bridge was almost finished. So, yeah. Let's see what Thikud's artifact will be composed out of. Iron bars? Man, seriously? Sorry. I'm a little bit protective over these, as these are meant to be our new anvils. So let's head back to this place. I'm by now willing to do also this. This is a little bit of a dangerous move, but I take it. I don't think that whatever outside force might be seeing this will be that quick. We haven't had a forgotten beast roaming around yet, so I'm taking the gambit. I'm just going to plug the hole with a fresh block of granite that's just lying around here. Another throne. Okay. Crowns and thrones. We have this as a recurring thing. So, the related... It relates to Odam's Saber Soldiers artifact making, which is really cute, as if I remember correctly, that was... Wasn't that this little guy here? Can't I see who's made it? Well, I need to check that out on another occasion. I thought you would just see that directly. Okay, as you see, this cranked out 2 new blobs of hematite, and if you are that low on resource, you really take every little giblet that you get offered here. And you see, an operation being centered around one layer is just much more focused, and they just get their stuff done properly. It is just like that. So, we've been striking several types of gemstone, if I saw that correctly. But, see, we've sealed out that little thing here. No problem. Alright, lapis lazuli, why not? Schorl? We had that stuff before. But wasn't there topaz? Oh, that's down below. I see. We were just opening up a frond that was able to see that. I guess they were able to peek through this hole somehow and noticed it. Dwarven senses. They can sniff out gemstones from miles away, if you ask me. Okay, but the tragedy behind all this comes pretty clear now. It doesn't seem like there is anything. Nothing. No iron at all. Oof. The only thing we got is a nice hallway that is connecting this place. We could even flood this place. Look, we got here access to the water of layer 1. We could just pipe it down layer 2. No, 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 no. We wouldn't do that before we did proper exploration and have a good picture of how things are here. But I find that very, very concerning so far. Yes, we've gained 2 more pieces of hematite. Hooray, I guess. And the good news is we got at least a second anvil, so we can set up ourselves a new metalsmith. I like that. And we can smelt down that glorious stockpile of hematite. So, turns out nothing is to be found here. Nothing. My only hope now is that it is really linked to the microcline, or, well, is it hope? Is it fear? Hard to discern at this point. Well, it is quite fascinating to see what we're doing to this place. As we have now a fully excavated shell around this crater. It almost looks like a volcano. Well. So yeah, just like I imagined, nothing comes around for a long, long time. Well, sucks. That's my worst nightmare coming true here. So let's see. These miners, though, they carve through that like a buzzsaw. We have at least really some nice speed available for ourselves, so... Could it be that these few scraps of hematite were really everything that we were finding here? We found galena. Now that's an odd thing. So, okay, partially, I'm happy. We found lead, boys. We also found a silver-bearing stone, so we can make silver alloys. What's up with galena besides that? I think it was, yeah, silver lead. Well, whew, that's not what I expected to find. Alright, so, well, what do we do out of that? Lead is, for sure, the least useful metal that you could imagine for military purposes. It's soft. It's heavy, but it's soft. It's like hitting your enemy with a big lump of clay. It'll not really hurt them, it will just envelop them. Whoa, okay, okay, okay. We need to do sudden action here. That needs to be sealed off immediately. I mean, one good thing... Oh god, we have a mayor now. Not the mayor is a good thing. No, not at all. No, one good thing is that this vein mining does do quite some exploration. As you see there, we've even found a connection there. So we found native silver. This place is one of the weirdest places I've ever seen. There are so many different metals in here. Like, it's really bewildering to me. Okay, so they sealed off that corridor. That's really good. Just triple and double checking if there are no last connectors or anything left that could be used. I don't know if that diagonal thing here is accessible. I don't think so, though. I really don't think so. Alright, so with a mayor comes the necessity of setting up a mayor's apartment. So, I think the mayor should not be far away from the majority of people, so we're going to excavate the quarters of the mayor really close by. So this is going to be the mayor's office, with a dining hall behind and a nice bedroom right next to it. Something like that. We're gonna smoothen the entire apartment, as this is meant to be higher quality. Jeez, I love it when you have that many people available for your work. It really makes things go faster than ever. It still comes to me very, very... well, how to put it? I'm very concerned about the fact that metal is so hard to get these days. But at the same moment, I actually do appreciate. So Billon bars, that's a great idea. Billon, if I remember correctly, was copper and silver, right? Let's see what they were mixing. Yeah, galena and malachite. So we're going to get ourselves some metals that I've never tried to make Billon gear. I don't even think it is possible. But let's check with that idea before we toss it out of the window. But before I get towards there, we need to get ourselves those bedrooms down. So from here on, it will be a constant push towards expansion for this fortress, as we will need a constant extra add-on of bedrooms, because this fortress will now grow like crazy. Word has spread among the dwarven kind that Firemind is a place where you want to be and where you want to settle down. It's wealthy, it's good life here, and obviously people are flocking towards here. So, there we go. I'm just trying to please my mayor as quick as possible, as this is always a nice way to make sure that the happiness in your fortress is being upheld. So, dining hall. So we need a chair and a table. Bedroom. We need a bed. Duh. And let's add in a chest and a cabinet. And more people are arriving. Okay. Like I said, it is an uphill battle in terms of expansion. I do foresee already that we will be working on this topic quite a lot. Way more than I actually expected. Well, there's always something, I'd say. So we're going to put a chair and also a table inside there. I always feel like offices, yeah, they don't need the table, but what kind of office is this if you're just sitting on a chair? And that's that. I don't know. It doesn't sound smart to me, and I don't think it would sound smart to you either. Now, let's fetch up the suite of rooms for our good man Silab. I need to check back with this guy in a hot second. As soon as I have done all these. I'm pretty sure we need weapon and armor stands now as well, to make this fine young man happy. So he'll need 2 chests and the weapon racks. So let's check out, who is this man? Silab face clasped. So he's been around this place since Koganaras. Oh no, he's been with Praise Lashes as well. So 120 years, he's really quite somebody. It's quite interesting that kind of like nobody knows him though. Yeah, let's make that guy nobody knows the mayor. He's really good at it, so we heard. Yeah. So tall and belarded by great hanging sacks of fat. Now that's just how you expect a mayor to be, huh? Long braided beard, clean shaven sideburns. Oh, a very long mustache. Alright. We got a fat mayor. Right. So let's finish his apartment by adding in another chest into the office. Why not? And obviously, we need to order a few armor stands or weapon stands. So for starters, right now, I'll be making these manually. So let's see, can we make Bilon? Yeah. So we can at least make Bilon armor stands and Bilon weapon stands. There we go. So that'll be at least a nice start. Oh, we have a Band-Aid running already. This guy doesn't really play around for long. So it is just a leather armor. Luckily, we got ourselves a leather up here. So no biggie. Everything gets done in time. Alright, so, well, where does that put us? We got Galena. We got 64 dwarves in here. I haven't had time to check back with all these fine young dwarves, as we have other things to do these days. Well, industry-wise, that puts me to a really awesome position. I think the best thing to do for now is just to make sure that I'll be cranking up the picks to 11, which means we're going to craft a few out of the existing copper. And I'll be employing, like, let's say 2 more miners at least, something around these figures, because I really have so much necessity for expansion right now. We need to get this done. But before we get this done, there will be one carving holiday or smoothing holiday for the dwarves of Cyril of Us. Since we have so many people by now, let's make those bedrooms shine. There we go. Happiness spreading. So, is this yet another mandate right after the previous one? So we're supposed to make earrings now. Okay. This guy definitely knows what he wants. I don't mind. So we're going to make a pair of rock earrings. Whatever. I don't mind. In Fire Mind, I don't mind. God, that sucks. I won't do this pun again, okay? Promise. Or anybody here has to suffer from an aneurysma. Alright, let's plant out a few more pigtails and plump helmets, so we got a nice amount of industrial fiber and drinking stuff together as well. There we go. A couple of sweet pots extra. You can make sugar out of them, but you can also make booze out of them. So that's what we're after. Okay, so let's pen back the animals here. Now let's see how the situation has gone. We got now access to Galena ore. Well, that is in so far a step forward, as we have now a bit of variety with metals that we can work with. Not the best thing, not the worst thing either. So I'm pretty sure that Bilon is not an eligible metal for armor and weaponsmithing, just like I thought. So this doesn't help us at that end, sadly. I kind of expected that, in all honesty. I'm not too surprised, but, well, what can I say? At least we now know that there's lead aboard. Lead around, whatever. So I'll be ordering now next mining steps here, and I feel like we're going to hollow around that crater. I don't know yet what we're going to make with that. It is a pretty cool thing. It looks awesome, and probably we will use this as a staging point into the caverns later down the road. I mean, we do have a lot of work to do in the caverns, therefore I really don't mind this behind-the-scenes action and all. Alright. There we go. I don't know when my miners will pick up that job, but they surely will at some point later down the road. Well, that's been quite a wild day. We need to get ourselves through with the production of a couple of valuable things in the next episode. It's very, very important. So we got a few things to sell. I'm not quite sure what that might be. We have a lot of cut gemstone available, and the worst case scenario will be just trading that. Usually it's really easy to sell just lavish food. We might just be falling back to that old trick, although I'd really like to bind myself away from that practice because I really don't like it. At the end of the day, it is just a cheap as hell fix to your trading. Either way, we will be buying some gear next episode, and we will be putting up more military next episode. That also means we will be putting up a new barracks next episode, and I'm very excited to get there, my friends. So, let's see. It looks like we need to upgrade the rooms for our mayor a little bit in the next episode. These don't seem to make him happy. Although, maybe that's just because the furniture is still missing. Let's see. Alright, now, it's seriously about the quality of things. So we're going to send our good friend Salab into this business, and he'll see what he can do. Alright, my good friends of Dwarven kind, it is sadly time to say goodbye for today again. We've had a really good ride together, I'd say. It's been a really, really nice episode for me. It's still very, very scary to me that there's still no signs of iron anywhere, but at the same time I find it also very, very amusing and exciting to have to work for my wealth. It's always a good thing. So, see you all next time. Leave me a comment down below, a thumbs up would be appreciated, and as usual, consider subscribing. Check out the description box, and if you want to binge watch things, my channel membership is giving you access instantly to all the pre-uploaded things that I do. And I do pre-upload quite a lot of episodes, so you can support me for a meager $2 and get early access to all the stuff I release later. Of course, paywall content is not my type of thing. Everything will be released for everybody just a little bit later. So, apart from that, Patreon, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, all links down there. I'd be super happy if you'd give them a look, and a big, big thanks to all of you who did support the channel and do support the channel. I'm deeply, deeply appreciating. I couldn't do this without you, my friends. And, last but not least, a big thanks to you, still hanging out here after all these ad rolls and all those things that I've been talking about that, well, are not that interesting. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you had a good time, and come back soon again. See you there, my friend. Bye-bye.